All right, next up, we have Toronto Blue Jays outfielder, my former roommate, Himmy, Carter Cunningham. Welcome to the show, brother. Part 2.
Yeah, I actually do exist still.
Shout out Pirate Radio.
From Pirate Radio, Trey the Savage was not the only ECU player to get drafted this year by the Blue Jays.
Contrary to popular belief, as some social media posts may lead them to believe, you do still have a pulse. You can still swing a bat.
I'm actually not. How about that? Yeah, how about that, Pirate Radio?
Yeah. Exactly right. Well, I mean, we heard from you early in the fall when you came on the show for the first time. You were here all fall, being able to hang out with us. You were here a little bit before you went down to spring training. But how was the off season? I guess. I mean, is there any life updates you got for us? Like anything crazy happen?
Yeah, off season was good. Was great. Nothing
you had two great roommates. I mean, I don't know why it wouldn't be.
Yeah. The living situation was elite, I'd say. So that was good. Nothing really crazy going on, I guess.
Nice, good. Well, I mean, you got to be in the great state of Florida, as a lot of the guys we'll hear from on these 2 episodes have been. But how was spring training? I guess. I mean, it was hot, but the fact that you were able to perform the way you were on the biggest stage around the biggest stars, like how cool was just being a part of that? I mean, that was the craziest month run of your baseball career, I bet.
Yeah, it was sick. I feel like I learned a lot actually in spring training. I was surrounded by a lot of, I tried to, like I heard a quote one time, like if you're the smartest man in the room, you're in the wrong room. So like I tried to just surround myself with guys that were better than me and could teach me a lot of things, and I feel like I did a good job of that. I feel like I learned a lot from not just like hitting coaches, but also a lot of players that were older than me and have been in this game a long time. So it was good to pick their brains and learn a couple new tricks.
Yeah, I mean, your dad is on Twitter a lot, just talking about like Zach and Wiz and you, obviously, about and a ton of other guys too. But he would post, like during the games, he would post pictures when it would pan to you in the dugout, and then you'd be like standing next to Kevin Gausman or like waiting to get like at bats from George Springer or like next to Max Scherzer, and I'm like, he is literally living the life. Even being in the dugout with them is so cool.
Yeah, the first game, I backed up, like I didn't get in. Springer, I was supposed to go in for Springer. He took all of his ABs. And then the next 2 games that I played, I was fortunate enough to get my first at-bat against the Braves. I walked, and then I got 2 more at-bats against the Yankees to close it. And just being in the dugout.
Pretty cool last at-bat too.
Yeah,
pretty cool last one.
Wrong call. But no, it was cool. I honestly didn't talk to like a lot of them. You're kind of just at the end of the dugout, just don't get in their way.
Yeah.
Sure.
But be that guy.
No. But just hearing the conversations they actually had, like Scherzer thinks the game like I didn't even know that stuff existed, like what he was saying in the game. And so just being a part of like, I guess eavesdropping in some conversations in the dugout was super cool. So again, just learned a lot from the experience.
Did and I'm sure it'll happen more and more as you move up and stuff. Was there like a pinch me moment that you've had so far? I mean, being around those guys, obviously it's cool within itself, but was there ever a moment where I'm like, wow, I'm really doing this? Besides you feeling yourself floating around the bases when you hit that home run.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, obviously. But no, I mean, I had a couple conversations with Dalton Varsho. He's obviously a Gold Glove center fielder. Kevin Kiermaier is always walking around the facility, so another guy that he still eats it up. Like he's so fully invested into it that it's like kind of fun to be around, and like he is a really good motivator. So just being around guys like that, I think helps a lot, especially from a defensive standpoint. I know like everybody talks about hitting, and hitting is what gets you to the big leagues, but I feel like the way the game is going now, you got to be able to do it all. So taking pride in like the defensive ability and hearing from those guys it was actually huge for me personally.
Going to take a quick break from the show to tell you a little bit about one of our other sponsors, Brandon Manning over at Farm Bureau Insurance in Winterville. From his days as a Pitt Community College Bulldog to his years at ECU, Brandon Manning bleeds purple and gold in anything local sports. Brandon was born and raised in Pitt County, and now, as your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in Winterville, Brandon can take care of you and your family with auto, home, life, and health insurance by calling him over at 252-531-1812. Shout out Brandon Manning for supporting the show and all of ECU athletics, and especially ECU baseball. Brandon, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for supporting the show, obviously, and being so great in our community. That's Brandon Manning over at Farm Bureau Insurance over in Winterville. And again, you can reach him at 252-531-1812. Thanks, Brandon, for supporting the show.
Especially coming from Varsho, too. He used to be a catcher. I feel like he can give you some really good tips and tricks of, like, he had to learn on the fly, too, at the big league level. So, especially for you, I mean, do they have you playing first at all, or is it just primarily outfield?
I think I'm going to primarily be playing first this year.
Even better.
Yeah. But yeah, no. I mean, during spring training, I split a lot, probably 50-50 reps of first and outfield. And yeah, again, just learning from guys like that. I mean, it's like I thought that I had like a good understanding and was like pretty well advanced in the game. And then I get around guys like that and I'm like, I'm still an infant and all of this stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
It's good.
You think you got it all? Hey, Todd Howell always says, you think you got it all figured out. And then you get up to people, it's like, whoa, yeah, not even a clue.
Yeah.
Well, where do they have you starting out? Obviously, I've told everybody, and I'll mention it again, by the time these episodes and interviews drop, you guys will have started the season already. But where do they have you starting out? What are you looking forward to this season, whether it's you or the team or whatever it is, just growth-wise? Where do they have you?
Vancouver, Canada, which is pretty sick. It's a sick city. Again, level ahead of Trey, even though I wouldn't be surprised.
Even though Trey, if you didn't, I don't know if you knew this. Trey was a first rounder.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
You were not, so you are relevant in every way, shape, and form.
He might skip high A. I don't know. This is like my speculation.
Yeah, we'll see.
Pirate Radio, do not take this clip and be like,
Coach Godwin's going to eat this up when they clip this, and they're like, Carter Cunningham says that Trey's not going to go to Double A, and it's going to be great. Kidding, jokes.
I don't know if he'll ever have a stop in high A. They might send him. This is speculation.
Allegedly.
But yeah, no, so this is kind of my claim to fame right now. I'm at a higher level than Trey Savage. No big deal. Humble brag.
Enjoy it while you can.
And I'm going to milk this one for sure.
As it should be.
But yeah, just got here 2 days ago. It's pretty sick. Sick city.
You need to go see we were talking the other day for a while just about a bunch of stuff catching up, and you need to go see a Canucks game. I don't know if you get the chance. You need to do it. I have heard it's awesome.
I'm going tomorrow.
You are? Let's go,
yeah.
Dude. That's awesome. You're gonna have such a. That's awesome. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, spitting chiclets. Before you go, I do want to promote your pod, Just God Pod. You just released an episode with Scooter, which was awesome. If I hadn't gotten a chance to listen to that one, but all of his episodes have been great. I mean, and they're great testimonies, great people. Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere, YouTube, I guess too. But you've done a great job with that. And if you, like I said, if you haven't gotten a chance to listen to it, you're dumb. Go listen to it. But go check his stuff out. He's done a great job, and he's super passionate about it. He's been very open with all that stuff. But go get a chance to listen to it. You've done a great job with that, dude. Yeah,
I appreciate that. My guests that I brought on have been tremendous. It's been a lot of fun for me. I had a little bit of a revival recently with it. Felt like I was getting lazy with it, but I'm glad to be back. And yeah, I kind of have like that fire lit underneath me again, and looking forward to just continuing to share the word and spread it amongst whoever wants to listen.
One of the Lord's best servants. Well, Just God Pod, YouTube, on Spotify, on Apple Music, or not Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, and Just God Pod, at Just God Pod on Instagram too. Go give him a follow, check his stuff out. But Bart, thanks for hopping on. Thanks for taking a couple minutes to give us a little life update for you.
Yeah, hey, anytime, double dealing Danny Dimes.
Yeah. Is he going to come into the game?
Is he going to?
Yeah. We'll see. All right, enjoy the hockey game. Enjoy the season. We'll be looking out for you. But thanks for joining, Bart.
All right, see you, brother.